Welcome to the AFoOL podcast. This is episode 54. And if you owned a DeLorean, would you drive it every day or just time to time?
What's up, guys? Mardigrasman23 here, and once again, we are live. Well, we're live before a recorded studio audience.
What we should do is figure out how to get this on Jabo's channel for his what is it, your biggest members thing?
Your biggest tier. Yeah, that would
that'd be live. Yeah.
AFoOL czars.
Yeah.
Czars, yeah. You could
So I'm Mardigrasman. This is the AFoOL podcast. That's Joey. This is his channel. We meet here every couple of weeks, aka BrickTrains, and down below is the Bricklink expert who we've got questions. We've got a lot to talk about. That is Jabo down below.
Not me.
Okay.
Okay, Jabo.
Start over.
All right, Jabo. So you're the expert. So I'm trying to put a Bricklink order in, and this store's minimum buy is $5. The average lot value, they say, is 50 cents. So this is in the terms it says no lot limit on orders. Order as many lots as you wish. However, we do have a minimum average per lot requirement of 50 cents per lot. That means, as an example, an order with 10 lots would have to reach at least $5 in order to qualify. The easiest way to increase your lot average is to add in a few more expensive items like minifigs, or order larger quantity items in a couple lots. So my order is 13 lots, and the total is $8.76.
That's more than 50 cents per lot.
That's the way I'm looking at it too. But it's added the $5 fee for not reaching the lot limit.
This is somebody who doesn't want to sell on Bricklink. I would never buy from them. I would empty my cart. This is a pet peeve of mine. It's like, yeah, they're trying to avoid those orders that are 300 lots, 300 parts, But good grief, it's such a small order. It takes you 3 minutes or less to pick it. It's like, what's the big deal?
Right.
It's like, why do people do this?
Well, the thing
they they don't have lot limits, but you do.
Right. So I found the piece I was, I'm narrowing this thing down that I'm working on, and I need a dark blue grayish tile, 2x2 dark blue grayish tile. So I just searched for that part, and I found the store that had them the cheapest.
Right. I do that too. Yeah.
And then I went to that store, and I went to the wanted list, and I pulled more parts that I needed. And so he's got cheap parts, but then he tacks on a $5, so that makes up for his cheap parts.
Yeah, it's a hidden fee to circumvent Bricklink fees, and really, I think it's unscrupulous. I think he's a bad seller. I don't know who you're talking about, but if you're having cheap parts, so people come to your store.
Right.
But then you're adding a $5 fee. You're just trying to circumvent Bricklink fees, which are the smallest of any reseller site there are. Still, 3% is nothing.
I just deleted the cart. So
there you go.
There you go.
Do not support this person. We're not calling him out. I don't even know who he's talking about, but it's just stupid.
Yeah,
it's like the people that have 1,000 items and they have it in 500 different lots.
Right.
Why?
Yeah.
Why do you do this? I was one store I went to. I had like 25 pages on my wanted list in his store, and it was like one whole page would be one part. I'm like, because it's just like one of this, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1. It's like that's another thing that sellers do to try to make their store look better by having a high lot count.
Lot count, yeah.
You may have 30,000 lots in your store, but you only got 5,000 different parts. If that.
Yeah. And I totally agree with that, but I also think there's also lazy bricklinkers.
Oh, it is lazy
because they just push them. They put them in the the drawers. This hand, they put them in the drawers, and they don't separate the parts like we do.
Like, I'm gonna go. I got this set. I'm parting out. Okay, I'm gonna add it to my inventory here. I'll just dump all the parts in one drawer.
Yeah, yeah, right. Well, okay. So speaking of Bricklink, let's start this out with Bricklink today. Well, everybody got the counterfeit minifig email. Did you go through?
Yeah, I felt threatened.
I did too.
I know.
When it
It's
first
like,
came out.
if you have any of these items, remove them from your. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a minute. I've taken them out of sets that you made.
Yeah.
I've not bought
I don't know.
parts and
I
then
didn't-
sold them.
I didn't get a fit. The way I took it is there's those knockoff figs that you see on eBay.
Right.
I took it as somebody must be selling those on eBay, and
Yeah, on
it's
Bricklink.
getting back to on Bricklink, and it's getting.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I took it. I just
Well, after I took a pause and read
Yeah.
it again, I did. But when I first read it, I was like, "Wait a minute!"
I did the 2 examples they had in the email. I went, wait, do I have these in my store? I don't remember putting these in my store.
well, I guess like you, the first time I read it, I thought it was just to me, and then
Right.
then I was like, oh wait, it's a blanket email.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
then you
yeah, I did the same thing. I did too.
I think I said it on our podcast, but when I was trying to get all the Harlequins, there was one from the original Batman series.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And there was a seller. Everybody else had one, and there were only a handful of sellers, and then one guy had 50 in Hong Kong. I'm like, those are counterfeit. This was like 5 years ago. I'm like, those are counterfeit. There's no way he's got 50.
I always get nervous when I see things that something that's kind of rare, and you're like, well, okay, where are there? Oh, look, there's 50 whatever available in Hong Kong. Like, come on.
That was
really?
like when the Orange Spaceman came out.
Yeah.
You can only
those
get
were
it
on Bricks and Pieces. You
right.
could buy
You can only
those.
get it on the book, but if you knew the day it was released, because it was on, it was off as Bricks and Pieces fast. It was on it.
Right.
You could have bought bunches of them.
But if something's been discontinued for like Cloud City Boba Fett, and all of a sudden you see somebody got 20 of them, it's like, yeah, they're counterfeit.
There won't be 50 of these anywhere.
That's one of one.
That's a one of one.
I love it.
Official Lego. Look, it's even got a
Bird
barcode.
printed logo on a Lego minifigure.
I can't get it to focus. Oh, because my face. There he is.
There he
There's
goes.
scan the barcode. That's where he came from.
So Joey and I were talking. It's not a limit of one. Like he can't make another one. He can't make another minifig. Period.
Right. I'm done.
Oh, you can only make one minifigure ever?
Well, I don't know for how long, but right now I'm still blocked. Yeah.
I wonder if it's because of what you made.
No. Well, I don't know.
Well, you made another one for Dakota. Why don't you see if you
but that one was not in my account.
I know, but you made a basic one, didn't you?
Yeah. So I'll have a Dakota minifig, but it was, but
So
I had to
you can
log
make
out of my
another one
account and then use my PO box versus my street address. So
I'm so offended we can't buy more $12 figures.
I know. Come on.
So I saw today when I was running through Walmart, I saw the new Mario figs.
In the boxes,
like CMS in the little boxes.
Yeah, I saw that too. Coincidentally,
I wonder if CMFs are going to, if that's the way that CMFs are going.
Yeah, they take up much more floor space.
They do. They take a lot more space and a lot more packaging.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem to be. Didn't they get rid of box bloat years ago? Is it back?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like I would think Walmart would not be happy with that.
Did you get to Sanctum yet?
No.
I've seen
I wanted to find it at Costco like everybody else.
Yeah, I wish you would. But I've seen a couple videos, and it looks like the box is not as big as you would think. It's a big box, but it's not as thick as you would think.
Really?
Maybe it's got a lot of small
pieces. It doesn't appear to be, yeah.
Because it looks like it should be like the size of other modulars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, the footprint. Yeah, so it should be a bigger box. The footprint of
I guess that it's about the size of a modular, but I was just thinking it was going to be a lot fatter.
Right.
Do you know that Costco, they do what Lego used to do a long time ago? I don't know if you guys remember this, but Lego would have free shipping, but the price in the catalog would be higher than what it was in the store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's what I was trying to look. I looked on Costco.com today because I was going to see if it was on there. They had the brick box set, but it's $10 more than it is in store, but it's free shipping.
Hmm.
And it's
I mean,
You
like,
said Lego used to do that?
yeah, Lego used to do that. They would charge more for a set if you bought it online.
Huh.
I never knew that.
Well, we have to assume that everything is going to be more if they're giving you free
Yeah.
shipping. It's just
Yeah.
You got to start watching what you're. I mean, we have no control over it, but they're going to raise it more than what the shipping would have been in the first place. Just like the fig. Is that on the list? Gift with purchases and
Yeah.
because that was kind of my rant the other day. I don't know if that video's come out or not, but the gift with purchases, they kind of get you because you think, oh, I got to spend this to get to the free shipping, or to get the gift with purchase, you have to spend more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to get stuff. Yeah, you talked about that. You get stuff that you don't really want,
Right?
or you don't like us. Speaking of gift with purchase, I saw the thing for the Walmart deal and
the castle. Yeah, I went and did it too.
I don't even know what it is. I mean, I know you said it's a castle. I hadn't seen it.
It's in there. Did I?
And then as like the list of sets that are eligible, I probably bought something that wasn't.
Oh, I hope not.
I wish they just make a list of what not to buy.
Isn't that it?
There
Oh, so I did place an order. I just got to scan my receipt.
The receipt. Yeah.
What set did you order? I'll look on the list.
I ordered the 11021. Ordered a couple of those to get over the $50 limit.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't it kind of interesting that so many things are $49.97, $49.98? I was like, oh, come on. And then everything that was like $24 or whatever was a limit too. I was like, I can't even buy 3 of those to get my.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me what set that is, because they're in.
It's got 90 years of play. Maybe I gave you the wrong number.
Oh, I don't
well, they're in order by UPC.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
You just do a kitchen. I can do it fine. I gotta download it again.
All right, tell me the UPC, Joey, and I'll tell you if it's on the list.
I don't know the UPC. What was the set number you ordered, Jabbo?
It was 11021.
Okay, 11.
Classic Lego Classic 90 years of play.
That's on the list.
Okay, good. So I ordered 2 of those, which I really need to build the one I got already. But
yeah,
I
still got a Galaxy Explorer I need to build.
I was trying to find, is there anything on there that has a 5 times the value, part out value? I couldn't find anything.
I just did. I got the Nanu Gauntlet.
Nanu Gauntlet.
Yeah, whatever. So I built it, and I was going to do a little comparison. And I pulled the Jabbo. I went to look at my video. My brand new mic, I guess I didn't have it turned on.
Oh no!
So I got no.
Oh no!
Yep, I've done that several times.
So
you know that you're talking about ranting about the gifts with purchases. BrickLover18 just did a video ranting about it too, about how the dollar amount increases and the gift with purchase gets smaller and smaller. Or like you said, something we don't necessarily. Why do I want this vintage car?
Right.
Why do I want this boat?
Yeah, I have that boat. I ran across that boat the other day, and I was like, "How did I get?" Oh, I wonder what I bought for that.
So what do you think about Target doing VIP points, even though they're very minimum, but they're still there?
It's something. It's not nothing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And the Walmart gift with purchase. I mean, what is?
I've done the gift with purchase at Walmart before, but it wasn't a Lego set. It was that instruction manual.
Oh,
The 60-year or 70 or whatever. I can't keep up with their anniversary.
yeah. Okay, so that one was just wasn't there some brickheads though that those were just a special
No, those
offer.
were just exclusive to Walmart.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's
okay.
the first time it's been like a poly bag or a set.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
But the gifts with the points, I should say, the points from Target, it was like it's something. I mean, it's one they may the average consumer though. I think it's misleading because most people when they say 1 point for $1, they're thinking, oh, that's like 1%, and it's not even 1%. It's like
right
0.02 something percent or something.
And is it I guess I read somewhere it's 6.5 to 1 on Lego.com.
Yeah,
so you get 6.5 points for every $1 you spend. I guess that's the
but
exchange.
6.5 points to $1 is 10%, or 5%. It's 5%.
Okay.
It's 5%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be better if it was at Walmart because Walmart's prices are a little bit cheaper than Lego. Target is the same, if not more expensive than Lego.
But sometimes, every now and then, they'll have their markdowns.
Yeah,
and they're bad about advertising it. And maybe if you're in the circle, you can find out. But every now and then, you find a deal or clearance. But this is a limited time offer, so there's probably not going to be any clearance during this time. I mean, I went into Target today also. Everything's above what it used to be.
Mhm.
The prices are higher than they've been, and there was nothing that struck me that, oh, I need to get that.
But they had a lot of Lego, didn't they?
Yeah, you know, I just now thought of that when you said that, is that both Walmart and Target, the aisles are slap full.
Slap full.
Wow.
And that's actually unusual.
And the clearance at Walmart.
Then
No, at our, it's out there. The
I
clearance
didn't
has
see it in
started.
mine.
A lot of it's on the aisle still. And one of my Walmarts, it's on the aisle. The other Walmart, they moved it to the clearance
Oh, I
aisle.
forgot to check. Oh,
They moved it to the clearance aisle.
I was in a Walmart today that the clearance section is separate from the Lego section. I forgot to go over there.
But
Every Walmart's different.
there's a
Yeah.
lot of clearance. It's all at the corporate clearance price right now. So that at Walmart, it's locked. In store, they can't go below unless they are. I don't know if corporate has to give them a green light or if it's got to be like a remodel clearance, or because it's like the same clearance price pretty much across the board, except for an outlining area that's like, I would say off the grid, but like off the beaten path, off just going rogue, I guess. But
Well, there's okay, so we're in like let's get into economy here, but there's this weird scenario that's going on in the industry that I work in, which is plastics and it's manufacturing. But what's happening is a lot of trying not to get myself in trouble. But okay, so things are not getting produced because raw materials and things are expensive right now because of pandemic, recession, things that are going on in the world. But it looks like those things are going to kind of undip, or at least the forecasts are looking at. So there's this weird inventory where people are not manufacturing stuff because it'll be manufactured at a more expensive price, and they're trying to sell off cheaper stuff that's been manufactured previously. So I wonder if Lego did a dump to like Target and Walmart of stuff that was previously purchased, and their production facility has slowed down until their raw materials start to come back down too.
It could be because the Jurassic Park or Jurassic World sets at Walmart, there were so many of them that they had them like on the upper shelf that you can't even reach. Just rows and rows of them.
That's how both my Walmarts are, but it's not. It's a variety of sets. It's not just. It's not all.
That was the one I noticed
Yeah.
up there. I think there were others.
The top shelf is one into the other completely.
Wow.
And it's not clearance stuff. It's just
no.
I scanned a ton of different sets, and everything was
everything. Well, that's what I was telling Joey. Is I went to the Walmart in Hammond, and I'm trying to find a set that qualifies. So I found one. I scan it. When I get up to the register, the register scanned more than the app. So I showed the lady. She clicked. She says you got to click. So we clicked on it, and that wasn't the online price. Price I was looking at was available at the Ponchatoula one across town, which is
Oh my
like,
goodness!
so they wouldn't honor it because it wasn't an online price.
Wow.
Hmm.
Oh, and when I did my order, I did it real quick, and I did in-store pickup instead of delivery. I was like, dang it.
So
Last
you're
time
talking
you
about
did that, you
Walmart, right?
Yeah.
I did the same thing because you ordered, what was it, the stunts and the stunt sets in the carry case. I did the same thing.
Oh, you did them in pickup?
Yeah,
At least it was your Walmart, not one in another state.
Oh, I canceled it. I was like, I'm not gonna pick this up. Just cancel
I
it.
was going to cancel it. They already picked it. I mean, within it was like 15 minutes, I got an email that your order is ready.
Oh, I got
like,
at least
what? I've never seen them do it that fast.
Well, as soon as I hit the pay thing, how does that work? Did it? Yeah, whatever. I mean, I saw it pretty quickly, and I was like, nope. I circled right
How
around.
far is Walmart from you?
I pass it on the way home. It's not that big a deal. I go right past it.
I got to go to Evansville, so it's 30 minutes.
Oh wow!
I live in the boondocks, so
it's out of your way 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but
I used to drive past 4 Walmarts on the way home. Now I only drive past 1.
That's the bad thing for me because I have to intentionally decide to go to Evansville and make a trip.
That's wow.
So most and gas now is like,
yeah.
So it's yeah. Well, what do we think? New Lego movie, and they're going to do it completely different than they've done the others.
Yeah, I don't believe them.
You don't believe they're going to do a Lego movie, or you just can't?
No, I don't believe. I mean, what does it mean they're going to be doing it different?
What's going to be different? It's going to be a
cartoon.
Well, I think it's a new movie studio. The first 2 were produced by one. And now this is being produced by somebody else, but I don't know. Is it going to be a cartoon?
I mean, the Jack Stone movie was different. Is it going to be that good?
I don't.
Is it going to be more of a cartoon than?
They're not saying.
I guess I shouldn't be cynical of something that I haven't seen, but
well, I mean, in general, I think the Lego movies are good, and probably it's time to refresh it. Maybe not another Emmett movie, but Lego's kind of notorious for not reinventing the wheel real well. They need to keep making their own. They need to keep making Lego bricks and quit making apps and movies and stuff. Although, I mean, the first one did really, really well. So, and I think it helped.
There's nothing wrong with the first movie, and the other ones are watchable.
Actually, I like the Ninjago one better than I do the second.
I still haven't watched it.
Really? I haven't either.
If you're even,
I like Jackie Chan, and I haven't watched it.
Well, it actually got me and Heather halfway kind of interested in Ninjago. We're like, this is kind of cool, and guess where we watched it? At Legoland, because you couldn't not watch. It played it everywhere.
Yeah,
it was. We actually sat down and watched it. It was like, hey, we're just gonna watch this. We've seen the beginning. We see the end.
Me and my wife watched Lightyear the other night, and we were like, I'm glad we didn't go to the movie to see it.
Yeah. It was not good, huh?
It was okay. It was okay, but I mean, Dakota might enjoy it, but it's not. It's supposed to be the movie before Toy Story. The reason that he loves Buzz Lightyear and everything.
Okay.
It was okay. It wasn't. I won't rewatch it dozens of times like the Toy Story.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I got another little one. The one at the very bottom about Kylo Ren and the scene there on Crete where he's getting ready to fight Luke Skywalker, and it. We have all these releases from Lego over and over. It just seems like now we have, just today. So that tells you when we recorded this, the new big giant train from the Harry Potter movies was released. But I feel like Lego's just like Kylo Ren, and he's just more, you know, he just keeps, you know, it's like, God, how many sets are we going to release this year? It's getting crazy.
You know, yeah, we've talked about it a few times, and
Yeah.
it's you've got to get to the bad thing is, okay, it's like I'm not going to collect this anymore because, and then a set comes out and you're like, well, maybe I'll get that one, but then you don't get something else because you got that one.
Right. Is it just is everybody's attention span just this short that that one set can't stay on the shelves for more than a year and we're not happy about it anymore? Or that we have to keep having new sets?
I guess they look at their analytics or whatever it is that they measure, like the life of a set on the shelves. And, you know, we do see a few sets that stay on for years, whether the majority of people think they should, like the Death Star and the VW camper van and the Tower Bridge. I mean, why were those on the shelves forever? And then the DeLorean, the Ideas DeLorean wasn't like forever. I mean, that set would still sell today. The Santa Fe Super Chief would still sell if it was on shelves. But it used to when I was a kid, and actually when I was a young adult as well. I mean, I knew that I had like 3 years to buy a set. And you look at the old catalogs, the sets will have, I mean, for 3 and sometimes more years, you'll see the same sets in the old 70s catalogs. Of course, they only had 50, maybe 50 to 75 different items released in a year versus 900 now.
Well, I wonder if it's their production. So, okay, let's look at it like you were just saying, like, so the 50 sets, did they make, I mean,
the scale wasn't as big. There weren't as many people buying. The world population was smaller.
It was, but their production, to set up and make a set back then was probably more labor intensive.
Yeah. And the cost per piece was probably more than what it is now.
Right, because everything's done automated at this point.
All the sets you could build in 5 minutes.
Well, you mean as a Lego builder, you could build them in 5 minutes?
Well, I mean, I'm talking about not design them, but like,
yeah, like a tipper truck.
My biggest set, I could, if it took me more than 5 minutes to build it, I was going.
Oh yeah, the level of complexity is far greater, but their ability to make more sets with the same amount of production capability is outpaced where they were in the 80s and 90s. Has to. So I mean, I guess that's my thing is are they able to just kind of cycle through? And like you brought up the DeLorean, it's sold out, but these other sets like the camper van seems to be there. The Tower Bridge, they seem to be there for a long time. Did they overproduce? Was that a planned thing, or are they still producing them because they're selling that well? I don't know those sales numbers to know if it's a mistake that they made because they still have them, or if it's planned to be on the shelf for that long. I think it used to be planned to. Yeah, we made a tipper truck and it was available for 3 to 5 years, and that was the plan.
Yeah. Like in video, they had a plan for video and it failed enormously. I don't understand. I mean, some of their themes that are 1 year theme, like M-Tron was basically a 1 year theme.
So was Spirus, the one that I'm working through right now.
But I don't know. I don't know if I should be complaining about them making too much sets, but I do know. I mean, people want a lot of different things, and they are appealing to a larger number of people. They're getting all these sets that adults now can appreciate that aren't typical Lego fans, but I feel overwhelmed.
Yes.
With the amount, and I'm trying to not make it seem like it's a negative thing, but I feel bad now.
I don't think the number of sets might not be negative. The thing but you kind of look at it as a new item. So just look at the Walmart shelf. use them as an example. Every month there's 20 new sets. How many of those are going to actually hit the retail shelf? Because they don't have the space for them.
Yeah.
They're not clearancing out 20 items every month. They're not retiring 20 items every month. So that's where I think the overabundance is you can't get Lego can't get it all out into the market.
Maybe that's why the shelves are so bursting at the seams right now.
Maybe so.
I don't have more money to spend.
And then on the other side is, we're not complaining about the 20 sets come out and 5 of them are Ninjago and 5 of them are dots. We're not complaining about that. We're complaining about every month there's a $300 set, a $400 set, a $250 set, another $200 set.
Yeah,
that's right, the ones we're complaining about.
Yeah, because I can't tell you how many new city sets have came out this year, right? Because we're really
I've lost track of some things.
Yeah, and again, Lego's primary market is that, what is it, preteen, the kid. It literally is for the kids, so that if they make a 6-month planned item, and then in 6 months they plan to change it to another item, or a year or whatever, those kids don't care. They're just going to buy, hey, I'm going to buy a Lego set. Moms don't care when they're going to buy them. It's us as collectors who get riled, aggravated, or whatever, because it's like, I'm not buying another $700 set, even though I really want to. I mean, I can't. Well, I guess really the problem is there's so many of them I can't budget for them.
Yeah.
If I go, okay, I can buy this one in this quarter and that one in this quarter, and then maybe that one I'll hold it off for a little while, and then I'll hold this one off, and then it's like, well, that one retired. It ain't been out there for a year. How did it retire already?
But yet this other one that you bought has been on the shelf for 3 years.
I don't, I just got the catalog in the mail.
Yeah, I did
new catalogs, but it's like, I'm thinking sets that just came out or are about to come out. Like, I think is the castle has name. Did it actually come out? The castle? Can you buy it?
The new big one? I thought it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 400.
Yeah.
Office is 120. The freight train's 190.
The Sanctum.
How much is the Sanctum's 250? How much is that? The crossing, the porta potty train.
I just bought it with like 100 or something. Yeah, 89, something like that.
Yeah, 180 for the passenger train.
Yeah.
What am I forgetting, Earl? There's some other stuff that I wanted to get. I mean, you're up to a couple of $1,000s pretty quick.
Quickly, yes. Wait,
and there's no gifts for purchase for those right now.
Right.
And so the little $5 value gift with purchase is, I get this pirate pack thing if I buy it now. I need to go to Lego and see what's new. There was something else. There's other stuff I'm thinking of.
Well, while you're looking, have you bought have you built your Galaxy Explorers yet? Anybody?
No, my son built his.
Did he? Okay.
I sent him one, and he built it in one evening, and he loves it. And then I sent him the link that you're about to talk about.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, are you going to build the 2 alternate builds? This is cool.
That means I have to buy 3 of them.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it yet. I didn't look at it yet. I saw you sent the link, but I didn't look at it. And then I think I deleted one letter on your link.
Oh no.
And I put it back, but it's not highlighted, so I don't think it's going to work.
Oh yeah, you did. You got it, didn't you?
So I think Kaz build all 3 of them.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Blockhead UK.
10497. Just go to Lego.
Here are the other sets I want.
Okay.
I got the roller coaster. That was 400.
Yeah.
The Atari, I think I ordered it. It's 240. The Camaro is 170. I want the Rolling Stones, but not for the Rolling Stones. I want it for the parts. I did look on Bricks and Pieces. The parts that I want on that set are not available yet.
Really?
Yeah, I want the 3x3 round tiles. I don't know when they're going. I hope they get them on Bricks and Pieces. That's just like, I've lost interest in. You know how the LAN members, they get a lot of this stuff like way in advance.
Right.
like this great pyramid of Giza. The more I think
Right.
about it, I was like, I don't want half a pyramid.
Mhm. You gotta get two.
Exactly half a pyramid. Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
get two. So let me share the screen. I got these right there. So these, let's see where we at. These two
See
are alternate builds.
those should have been on the box. Were they on the box? I don't think they were on the box. I mentioned that in my videos how they used to have pictures of the alternate builds on the back of the box.
Are
And
these alternate builds based on some of the other space sets?
yeah, I think they're similar looking. I don't know. It looks, yeah, because that one looks like the other.
The smaller
Uh-huh.
spaceship.
And this one here, I'm not sure what it. Well, you know what? There were 3 of these space shuttles or whatever they're calling them, because there was a little one that looks more like this one, and then that one. You guys can't see me pointing at it, can you? This
Yeah,
one
I can.
But I'm just impressed that they're actually giving us instructions to download for free.
Yeah, I mean, that's
VIP
good
points or nothing.
Yeah, they're trying to break us into digital only instructions.
See, you always got to bring it to the negative side. I was going to give Lego a compliment, but you're right. I seen somewhere on a message board or something where somebody was complaining about the digital ones, and somebody else jumped in there and said, "Why would you ever do paper ones when you can do it on digital?" And
oh my goodness!
And I just thought that is such a strange, to me and my age group, that seems like a strange thought process.
I like doing them on paper when you can't tell the difference between black and dark gray on digital. I've heard multiple people that have built vintage sets, and it's probably, I mean, I'm sure there's modern sets even that it's hard to make the color difference. They do, I think they do a better job today of differentiating the similar looking colors on the instruction manual. But still, I don't like looking at a screen. I don't like looking at a screen.
I don't know. When I built that gauntlet, there's you know, the pieces on the colors on the inside never make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, why am I using a light blue here? But there was where I used I think it was sand blue, and I should have used light gray. And then later on, when I got to the light gray, I didn't have them because I had, or vice versa. But it didn't matter because you can't see it. So it's like, well, why didn't we use light gray on all 4 of these pieces, or sand blue on all 4 of these?
Some of them, it's for making sure you orient it the right way. So that's why they might have 2, like white. It's interior. It's a different color than the outside, but they put 2 different colors on each side, so you know which side's the left, which side's the right, which side's the front, which side's the back. That's why they do it.
Well, there's also some of the better known Lego designers, or at least within the company. It is a running thing with them to get their piece into every set they design. So I'm not sure which the designer was, but I think he does some of the Star Wars. You'll get a pink 2x2 square or whatever. I think that kind of probably got broken when they did all the
brickheads,
and they all had a brain in them that was a pink 2. But yeah, his thing was to always get a pink piece in. And some of these better designers, Lego allowed them to play that game.
I want a designer that wants to use a 2x4 brick in different colors that haven't been made yet. Where is my neon highlight color?
Why would you say that? Because then you'll have to buy a set just to get one brick.
One brick. So Dakota dropped some.
Yeah, I wish he would have had that on video.
He's the one that. Okay, so he did break the.
Yeah, well, we were running it, and it come flying down the track, and it stopped. It ran over something. I don't know exactly what happened, but we got it all back together now. So the big boy, and it didn't get it on video. If it's on my Instagram, there's a picture of it. But the funny one is so in the Little Western section, there's a guy sitting in a little bucket. You know, he's a little cowboy, and he's taking a bath in this little bucket, and it happened right in front of him. I looked at Dakota after that, and I told him, I said, I think that guy needs to take a new bath. And he's like, why? I said, because I think he just pooped his pants. I said, that train coming at me while I was sitting there beside it. That's what he decided I needed to build him a sunlight. And it took me a minute.
He was talking about the daylight.
The daylight, yeah. He's like, I want a new train. I said, okay, what do you want? I want a sunlight. I'm like,
the other one's not finished yet, though.
I know.
Which, I watched a biography. The newest wrestling biography was on Lex Luger. And when the WWF was trying to make him the thing, they were making him like an American hero. So they put him on this bus. And the bus was like, red, white, and blue and everything. But it was based on the Freedom Train.
Oh, really?
What they used one of the presidents, whatever president it was at that time, used. It didn't use the Freedom Train. He had an American train, but the American train was based on the Freedom Train, and he took it from town to town as his campaign. So they were copying that. And I was like, I'll be dog. I wonder if Joey knows this.
No.
The wrestling connection to the Freedom Train.
Freedom Train. Well, and
you just put a bunch of wrestlers on your train.
So speaking of trains, I know you're not getting the Harry Potter train, so we don't have to worry about that. But what do you think about the 10 wide and the track being either 5? It is a display piece. It's not a running train.
It's not a running train, no.
The size of the train.
I don't know how people feel about having a fourth of a station with it. I don't understand. And then the images, like they have the train behind it, so you see that part of a wall. Is that the way it is in the movies? Is it just part of a wall?
No, it's the whole station.
So why is it just part of a wall?
In the movie, because in the movie, it's like 9 3/4, so it's between 9 and between 10. You go through the wall, and it opens up to the magical train.
Yeah, the train and everything is hidden to the real world.
Yeah.
You don't see it.
But about the train, I mean, I don't know if they'll ever make trains that size to run on, the new track to run.
Well, how big are those big wheels?
I went back and looked.
To me, it looks like the wheels from the.
They're bigger than the
Toy Story train.
They look bigger to me. They almost looks like the front wheels are the Toy Story train.
Okay.
Wheels.
Yeah, I think the front wheels are the standard large Lego train wheel right now. Well, these wheels right here.
Yeah. But I get to I think it's 10 wide.
That's what Alex was
looks
saying.
like. That's
Yeah.
what it looks like.
Did Dunkster say that the track is 5 studs apart?
The tracks look 6 wide.
6 wide,
but it might be 5 wide on jumpers.
Oh,
it might be 2 jumpers, so it's it's 5 wide because it's. I mean, I won't be getting. I'm not gonna pay $500.
$500. I mean, the only way to get it is to buy the castle and get that instead. That's the only reason.
No doubt. I mean,
well, what do you think about that, huh?
How do they mess that up? Come on.
It's because I guarantee you, it's a box set. It's a box within a box. So it's one of those brown boxes.
Brown boxes.
They had a lot of them. Somebody operating a forklift probably put the wrong pallet in the slot that was supposed to have those.
Could you imagine? What do you think Lego's reaction was when those pictures leaked all over?
I'm sure they tracked who picked them and who somebody probably lost their job because it's either I don't know if they have these things on pallets and there's forklift operators, but somebody, I guarantee you, somebody put the wrong thing in the slot, and then whoever's picking the orders didn't verify that it had the right number on it. And it's hard to tell. You know how it is with those sets.
No, I agree. Yeah, because a lot of times they won't even really be marked on the outside what it really is. They'll have an alternate number or whatever. But okay, so the story, did we explain exactly what happened? Did somebody got that?
People ordered the castle and got the train.
Right. Okay. And was that in the United States or was that?
No, I think it was New Zealand.
New Zealand. So just based, and I'm just basing on probably the size of New Zealand's shipping and factory. It probably is a little more hands-on than like an Amazon warehouse in the United States where
Well, I
so
think
much of that's going to be, you have to scan that stuff by the
Oh,
barcode to be able to even say, yeah, I'm shipping that matches the. That's
Mhm.
why I don't know how their shipping method is, but I mean, even we
Well,
were
it could have been. It might not have been the picker's fault. It might have been slotted wrong.
that's
Because
what I
we
was talking about.
yeah.
and
But you
that's
still
not.
would have to scan it unless
I
they're
would have
Well,
thought.
unless they got a bar
I mean,
above the section that has
yeah, that's how our warehouse works. It's it doesn't tell you to go pick a case of green beans. It tells you to go to rack such and such slot number and pull
Mhm.
that case.
It's like us picking orders in our Bricklink store.
Right.
Exactly.
If we didn't have
Well,
pictures and we just had location.
right. Well, okay, well, that was almost a perfect segue to your other thing you have on here. But I got one thing though before we go there. SAP, which is what Lego runs off of, which is the
The
business
Spanish
software.
station.
Yeah, Spanish station. Yeah,
Close
giant.
captions.
But SAP, you have to scan everything.
The actual item.
I can't do anything in my process if we don't scan it and verify it. So just like you're saying, it would say, it doesn't say go pick green beans. It says go to rack 7, slot B, and then scan it. And if it doesn't scan right, you're done.
We don't
That
scan
thing.
it.
Yeah.
It's a time saver. They used to have every case had a tag on it. So the picker would go and he would stick the sticker on the case, throw the case on the pallet, and go to the next. But you still would get mispicks because
Yeah.
you're trying to do so many cases an
Right.
hour or however,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't pay no attention. You just that's where it's supposed to be. You put a sticker on it, and what's crazy is if you don't report it, you order it again, you get the same mispick. You order it again, you get the same mispick. It
Oh
doesn't get fixed
no.
until somebody
Mhm.
tells the right person to go fix it, or the pallet gets depleted and they put something else in that spot.
Yep, I've seen that in the grocery business.
So I'm
Well,
sure
hey.
it's something similar to that.
Yeah.
Because
No, go ahead.
so like you said, it's not scanning the box. If you got a box, you just taking that box and throwing it in another box and then taping it
Well,
up and putting the
What
shipping
if
label.
the box it is in is the same size? So I don't know from the pictures. I didn't look, but did they put the set inside the wrong protective outer box?
That's another possibility. That now see that would be the factory. That
Right.
would be the factory, not the
Right.
ship or
Are
Right,
those packed by
distribution, it could
hand or
be-
is the machine pack those?
No idea. I
Because the
don't
only
think
difference would probably be that little label that's on the side
right.
if it's the same size box.
And I'm assuming that New Zealand doesn't have manufacturing facilities, so it had to come from
Yeah, it had to come from one of the other bigger factories
Mhm.
and then distributed
Right.
wherever New Zealand gets
I
their
wonder how
different.
many people got that.
That would be so. That's why I think, to wrap all this up, I think the real problem is Lego is freaking out because they don't know. Are they in the wrong box? Did they just pick one order? Or is a whole bunch of people who don't do YouTube channels or social media got it and they're just customer service is getting
How many
hit up?
people do you think got it and said, "Ooh, I just got an
Probably
unreleased $500 set for
If
what
my
was the
mom was
castle,
buying that,
350?
yeah, I know, but yeah,
I
I
think
just got an
I
unreleased.
think because there was more than one, if it was just one,
they
I
just
would
swept
say
it.
maybe it was one mistake, but because there was more than one, I think that it's likely a situation where everybody in that region that ordered it got the wrong thing,
Right.
which is a nightmare for them because, if it was like YouTubers, of course, the YouTuber is going to be on that instant. They're going to like film that as soon as they can.
Right.
But if your traditional consumer, they're just calling and
They're
saying,
just calling it exactly.
or they're like, "Oh, I got a more expensive set. I'm not calling."
Right. Well, which also brings up the fact that it might not just be New Zealand. Lego might be in full blown panic mode trying to go through inventory everywhere because if they did put them in the wrong outer box or something, or there was some kind, because I can see that with SAP. We've done similar things where everything is just labeled wrong, and then to your point, nobody fixes it until a human tells the computer it's wrong. And let me tell you, computers do not like being told they're wrong.
Yeah.
It is a fight. They just do not agree. You dumb humans, you don't understand. It's supposed to be pink, not blue. Like, come on. But,
So you can still add the castle to your bag.
yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
in the
pretty
US.
it's pretty frustrating to me that all these sets that everybody couldn't wait for are plentiful. But the one I want is on back order and it's been out of stock for months and months.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I missed I got Heather the little castle, the mini castle. And then when I realized they did the Haunted Mansion, I was like, oh, they're getting ready to make a series of these of the park. That's my assumption. And what did I do on day one? I didn't order it because I forgot about it. It wasn't on my wanted. It wasn't in my Lego wanted list or whatever. I missed it, and the next day I thought about it. I was like, oh, I scrambled out of stock. It's like
Did
So
you get in time for the reminder when it comes back in stock?
I got the
Because I
reminder.
tried that for the DeLorean and
Hmm.
they're not accepting that anymore because there's so many.
Really?
Wow.
Well, I went to do the castle because I was gonna, I went to order a castle because they're still available, but they're out of stock. That the mini one, and so I signed up for the thing, and I'm on my phone. The email pops up. I go to Lego.com, out of stock.
Yeah.
So apparently, it sold right out after they.
So they got a handful of items then that either they didn't produce enough of them or there is extremely high demand.
Right, right. And
And
that's a miss on their part.
So that's the problem with producing so many sets is you can't make massive quantities of everything, and so they guess wrong on certain.
Well, I wonder. So they're making all this. Do you think there's like a one part in the DeLorean that's why it stays out of stock so long? They have to wait till they reproduce that part.
It could, I mean, it could. I
Could
mean, if
be.
they didn't make enough of something, yeah, could be the tires. You never know.
Well, we know how hard. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we know how much space it takes to do a Bricklink store. Now, if you don't do 10 sets at a time, you obviously are going to waste space because I reach over and I grab a drawer and there may be like 2 parts in it, and that's a wasted space. Well, I'm assuming Lego with their, because they got the same kind of system. It's just giant tubs full of parts. So I'm assuming they got hundreds of thousands of those parts at a time. So that's a good point. If there's just a limited amount of parts or certain parts in that set that's causing their limited runs.
Who knows?
But that brings me back to they seem to be able to produce so many more sets. Something's causing a breakdown in their system.
All right. Go ahead.
I was just wondering if we're going to be in the next couple of years, if it's going to be a lot of stuff sitting on shelves.
Well, see, I'm going the other way. I'm wondering how because they just said they announced they're going to spend a bunch more money in Mexico. They're building a new facility in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
How soon is it that they're going to get to a point where there's going to be a limited supply, and they're going to be producing these sets on an as needed base.
Their goal is every year they gross more sales than the previous year.
No, I get yeah.
And it's like it's not going to happen. It can't. It's not sustainable.
More sales doesn't equal more profits.
Right. So if you build a facility, that cuts into your profit.
But if you're doing okay, so the big thing in manufacturing is just in time. If they have decided that they needed to be just in time production and manufacturing to retail, I mean, it almost feels like it's like they're producing smaller batches of some of these sets. Obviously, not all of them, but some of these sets, and then it's like, oh, we sold all those out. Let's just make some more. And they're trying to figure that out. You would need more factories to be that way. You need more McDonald's to be able to be that way, right? Mm-hmm. You go in, you order a burger. They don't have bunches of burgers sitting around. They just make it when you get there. So I don't know. Speculation.
So I watched, every time I tell you about a YouTuber, I can't ever think of his name, but he's actually he designs stuff a lot. So he just sorted out 100 pounds of Lego. and he came up with this thing, not to sort it. Once he had them sorted, Jabo might do. This is definitely up your alley. He took these cereal dispensers. It's like a tube, and then it's got the thing on the bottom that you turn, and when you turn it, it drops pieces out. It's like, man, this is pretty smart.
Yeah. you see those like at hotels for like continental breakfasts and stuff.
He mounted them on the wall. I mean, his was strictly for his personal use because, like I said, he's a designer. He builds all this stuff, but it was just pretty neat. I'm thinking, man, that could be a space saver.
But then you're dedicating those particular spaces to.
It has to be one part in there.
Yeah. But that's why I said you might do it because you probably have a few.
A couple of 2x4 bricks somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
You probably have the quantity of pieces to put in. Friction pins.
Yeah. I just discovered the other day, and I don't know if it's my fault, Bricklink's fault, Lego's fault, whoever. I'll take the blame, but there are at least 2 different kinds of friction pins. And somebody ordered friction pins the other day, and when I just happened, I grabbed a few and I looked at them, I'm like, uh-oh. Some
there's
slots, some don't have slots.
Yeah, I think it's the ones that are old, from older. There's less of them. The ones that we get so much of today, that's the modern version. The original friction pin. But I don't think it's a huge price difference, and I think most people wouldn't even notice the difference.
They probably wouldn't.
My video today that I filmed was actually talking about mistakes.
Are they black or gray?
Black.
Yeah. I thought the ones with no slots were the older gray ones.
No, there's some black ones that are more solid. Yeah.
And if you don't pay attention, you just won't. Yeah. I didn't catch them.
And I think most of them are from older sets.
Oh, it might be then. Yeah. So is any of us going to do this? I ain't got the thing. I just realized I closed it.
The notes.
The Pablo.
Pablo.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't even. It's not available on Kickstarter yet. I was thinking it was pretty interesting until I saw you had to purchase the little computer system or whatever it is. I was like, ooh, this is like too expensive to even worry about.
Yeah, well, it's going to be something that requires constant updates.
Yeah, if Bricklink didn't directly interface to it. So I don't have a picture of it. I closed it and it'll take me too long to go find it. But it was basically LED lights in your drawers that when your order popped up, somehow you got that information.
I don't.
And the drawers lit up.
Yeah, I looked at it. I don't think it would be for us with a Bricklink store. I think it would be for your personal collection.
Yes, I think so. I think
it would be. Yeah, it would be more
designers.
Yeah, because they showed nuts and bolts and stuff. And it's like you would scroll through your computer. Oh, I need this part, and then a light would pop up. Oh, there it is.
There it is. I mean, it's a cool idea, but wow, the back end on that would have to be pretty intensive. So
yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be too expensive to really.
I mean, who's going to put all those lights in your drawer?
It looks like I think you buy the drawer system with it already.
Oh, it's the drawers.
That's what I thought.
I thought it was like retrofitting your drawer.
No. They look like Acro Mills.
Oh, so yeah, those
I
are
think
going to be
their
way
brand.
more
They have the lights in. Yeah, and it's all like it's probably some kind of Bluetooth system to that little.
It'd be at least $100.
Yeah, at least. Well. I think we talked about everything that was in the list.
I know.
We had a lot of notes.
Well, we didn't have a lot of notes. They were just spread out because of that Lego movie thing. I pinned that all in there. Yeah. We want to talk about the comments?
Yeah, let me get them out. Seems like we're getting. Seems like we're starting to get good comments.
There's a little more interaction. My overall, my channel is getting better comments.
Oh, you know what when you skip today? We don't have an actual vintage.
We don't.
Alt set today.
That's what I said. I just said that. Nobody listens to me. What was the set for today?
Here, I got one. Hang on.
Was it my turn?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have one? You have one on you?
You got one?
No.
Okay, well here we
I don't
go.
have
I got
anything.
one. Hang on. Let me
I
pull up-
literally built a set that I never owned before today, and I should have brought it up with me.
What set was that?
It's a car, a tow truck, and a car from the mini wheel era.
Oh,
It came in the
cool.
mail today.
Video coming, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I filmed it already and just haven't published it. Oh, I need to publish it to my members. I need to edit things in it, like the thumbnail and stuff.
Member
gonna-
stuff.
I'm gonna-
This stuff's starting to drive me crazy.
Membership?
Yeah.
You feeling guilty already?
Well, yeah, my 4 whole members and one of them's me from my other account. But
Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
You're
That's
paying
just like,
yourself?
that just gives more money to YouTube.
I'm gonna take it out. Well, I don't know what I figured. I figured I thought surely I'll get 8 members and then I can get that one line that's supposed to appear, but I didn't do that. And of course I'm not promoting it. I have now spoken about my membership more than I have ever.
Oh, wait, did you make a member? Did you do like the video?
I've done all the things. Yeah. I didn't do them all well. I did them in my typical style. If I really don't care if I make money on YouTube or not. But so here's my vintage set while he's looking. 7110.
Is that sealed?
That is sealed.
Is that the beginning of the end?
I have a video on my channel that has that set sealed.
Do you? Here it is built.
Is that the first the one your wife got you?
first one.
Yes, this is out of that group. Yes. The sealed one is not. This is one that I purchased later, but this one is from the beginning of the end of my dark age. Swooshable. It's not really. It's supposed to go on land. It
So
doesn't
how
fly
much
in
is
the air.
that bad boy sealed?
Okay, so this came out in what, 1999, and 49 pieces. It looks like current value new $76. Let's look at Bricklink and see what we could really buy one for.
That is the first Star Wars wave, right?
Yeah, 99.
Mm-hmm. All right, condition new. I do not want used. I do not want incomplete. Search. Yeah, $100. So
Wow. You know, I think that I bought all of that first wave in 99, and that I don't think I built any of them.
And who's going to do that alternate build?
I think the first. I wonder what the first Star Wars set I built was. I bet you it was Yoda.
The first Star Wars. Oh, because you said you didn't buy.
I bought that. I bought the first 3 years of every set that they made because there wasn't a lot. It was easy. It was relatively easy,
right?
But I don't remember building any of them when they were current.
Have you bought the UCS land speeder yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another one Lego will bankrupt you over is Star Wars or Marvel.
I think if you only collected one of those things, if you only collected Marvel, but especially Star Wars, if you only collected Star Wars, it's hard. It's hard to even get all of those sets.
Yeah. It's hard to get the ones that were just sold in stores. It's hard. It's some of that stuff's just impossible that were specialty gifts with purchase or some, there was weird giveaways and stuff. So
yeah, there's one of that Nebulon B was one of the ones that I tried to get and I couldn't get.
Well, and then those mini land style one that you have, like the Hoth. You parted that out. You couldn't even get that. So, but to a true Star Wars collector, those are the sets to have.
Yeah, I just threw the boxes away.
Well, I thought you didn't build them.
No, I'm talking about the early wave. I didn't build. He's talking about stuff that just came out.
Yeah, stuff just came out. Yeah. You know the sets that are retired in I think it's 2020 or 2019 or 2020. Those retired sealed sets are going. The Star Wars, the modulars. What was the Detective Office? 19 or 20? Not the year it came out. The year it retired.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Just recently though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those sets are like.
So with all these people that are Lego investors and the high quality of sets, I think I'm trying to figure out what year it is. Is like the year that from here out you get these ridiculous high valued sets. I'm thinking it's like around 2007, and I picked 2007 because that's like when the Cafe Corner came out
Mhm.
and things like that. But there's so many of those sets that they go up these astronomical prices that they're actually, it's more valuable to get modern sets and hold on to them if you get the right ones, if you figure out the right ones,
Right.
than older sets.
Mhm.
Well, and that's the gamble, right? Picking the right set.
Yeah, it's like the junk wax baseball cards.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep buying them. Okay, let's see. Pixelated Dreams. I can shed some light on the Red Indian set.
Oh,
There was a
okay.
I like
Yes.
this comment. Yeah.
There was a TikTok trend going on that told you what Lego set you were, and that set was one of the ones that it would show you. A girl of Native American descent got it, that set, and the video went viral. The image showed the
Ah.
set number, so it's likely due to that.
So no direct link from the TikTok video, but everybody
But
was
people
having
were
to
trying to figure out
hand.
what set is that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's why Hugh probably is not seeing a single point of source. It's
And they're like,
everybody's
I've never seen this. What is this? They
right.
didn't watch my. And unfortunately, my video did get a little uptick, but not like Hugh.
Dunkster.
You know what? I just want to say something. I'm just glad it was an Indian, a Native American that
Yeah.
related it, because I know a lot of people's like, oh, that set's offensive. I'm like, it's just red people. It's not like it's not meant to be offensive to anybody. And I'm just glad a Native American picked that set.
Yeah.
Dunkster Bricks. I had a one-on-one meeting with the YouTube channel manager once, and it was advised to switch to Lego Star Wars videos as those were very popular. Utter waste of time. My channel has grown because of the track setups. Hopefully I can get a proper display video up soon of the new non-city city that's
Yeah.
got a railway in it. Very good, Dunkster. Jabo doing a video every day last year was incredible. And the tipper truck army has really given his community something to get behind that's really impressive. And he's got emojis. He's the one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's these people that give advice from YouTube that they don't care about what you're interested in or what your audience is interested in. They care about what's trending.
Yes.
And it's just like it drives me crazy. It's like he has never done Star Wars content. If he was to do Star Wars content, it'd actually harm his channel
Right.
because it'd be away from what he's been doing.
Right. No, his manager or the YouTube person said, "Oh, this guy does Lego. I don't know what Lego is. Let's look at Lego. Oh, M&R Production. Oh, look. Oh, Star Wars. Yeah, you need to do Star Wars."
Yeah.
Keel Jones. You guys have been wondering how Lego will print logos on their minifigures in the future. I think that little miniature Adidas shoe gift with purchase might be an indication. In it, they have a minifig, but it has one of those stupid brick torsos instead of a regular torso. So it's not the trademark minifigure torso. In addition to that, the Adidas sticker is applied to a 2x3 tile. Then you stick the tile on the minifig torso.
That's the way a lot of the third party stuff they did was stickered torsos long after you would have thought the sticker torso had gone away.
Mm-hmm.
But making everybody wear a sandwich board, I guess that'd be another way to get around it.
Battery powered bricks. Trying again, I think YouTube ate my comment. I almost bought the train listing Jabo was talking about on Macari. Pics of the full set, but it's selling individual pieces. The weird thing with Macari is that by default it shows sold listings. some from over
Yeah.
2 years ago.
This,
There are always crazy good deals, like a vintage Lego 12-volt transformer for like $30 shipped. I did get a 2x2 brick from the Lego store. Didn't know they did things like that. Yes, I'm a true DACTA fan. I don't have an Apple II. In fact, I've never owned any Apple product. I do have a DOS Windows 3.11 machine for whatever that's worth. I remember DOS. I did it to the end, but I'm avoiding using the H word. Say 2 if you can hear me.
2.
2. Follow up. No need to read this next part, or you can just say he continues to ramble on about trains and unless I'm
Nice.
going crazy, Lego actually added instructions for using multiple city hubs on a single remote. It's impossible I missed it before. It's possible I missed it before, but I did search for it. I used to have a powered locomotive on each end of my passenger train. One motor has to be physically reversed, and the wire ran through the back. As for Pi bricks, I found an awesome program on Eurobricks that has nice smooth acceleration using a controller and can reverse motors electrically in the settings for a dual motor loco. Also, you can use any type of motor, no programming necessary. That sounds like some homework for you, Joey.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about. But see, I still use the switch. If you're going to do power functions, you can use that. They're hard to get because all that stuff's been discontinued from Lego, but they have that switch which will reverse the polarity. So you can put 2 motors in a train, one going forward, one going
I
backwards.
need to order that part.
Epiphany.
I'm glad. I was thinking we were going to make it through the whole video without you ordering something.
No, you did it right before the show. We're all scrambling around to order
True.
stuff from Walmart.
True.
Just to get a castle.
Just to get a castle.
I'll be. Dude, Jude. Hey, Joey, Earl, and Jabo.
Hey,
TJ
dude,
Hooker.
Jude.
What did the TJ stand for? Tiberius James? Keep up the good work.
Tiberius James. I wouldn't be surprised if it did.
Yeah, that would be hilarious, wouldn't it?
Or some bricks. Another great show, guys. My only disappointment that following your audio only episode, this was not done in the form of a mime.
Oh, where's no audio, pictures only.
Pictures.
So what do you make of the new 1/32 scale Hogwarts Express? It's clearly missing a bright orange TJ Hooker tank car, or am I getting my franchises mixed up?
Yeah, I think you're getting a little mixed up.
The locomotive looks great, but the carriage does not really capture the look of the British Railways MK coaches used in the film. It's also a shame that they have reduced the cross to the size of a bus stop. Seems like we've just talked about that.
Yeah.
This seems to be a very expensive when compared to a working train sets from Hornsby or Lionel, etc. I can't understand why they made this set to 1/32 scale when the minifigs are a much smaller scale. If only we had a system of play where everything worked together.
They had the opportunity to change something with the trains.
Will we see Jabo with a basement full of Gauge 1 track?
Gauge 1.
That's it's like a Garden Railroad G gauge, Gauge 1.
Okay,
it's bigger, which I think is yeah.
Well, we just talked about
interesting.
Yeah, and it's clearly a display piece. It's not It's not to be a working one. But
wonder how much bigger it is than the Thatcher Perkins.
I wonder how much bigger.
Interesting.
I wonder how much bigger it is than the Disney train cars.
Oh, it's a lot bigger.
Yeah, it's
Disney's
8 wide. Yeah.
Oh, it is 8 wide.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it runs on the standard track.
You can go around a regular curve too.
Yep.
That's true.
This probably can't go across any curves. I bet you that if somebody was to try something, I bet you it's fixed. I bet you they didn't make it have the bogies where they can turn.
Right. I bet not. I didn't even look at that. I hadn't looked at it close enough to know.
Steve Bricker, was Captain Kirk in that show? Never noticed.
He was looking at the other. He liked that. What was that guy? The dark-headed guy. What was his name in the show? Oh no, the one that nobody. There's one character that nobody remembers who he is.
Well, apparently, I don't either.
Yeah.
Just remember Heather.
What's the secret word of the day?
today.
What is it?
Yeah, for people to leave in the comments. We haven't.
Oh, I thought he said something. I thought Jebo said something.
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
Joey needs an X-ray. Oh, this is Axel Plate. Joey needs an X-ray machine for that box. Comic businesses was awful in the days when you only could buy them at newsstands. Only at newsstands. That would have had to been what, the 70s and the.
What's a newsstand?
Exactly. Sin Killer Tachikawa. A bit of a reply to a comment reply here, but yeah, it's an Apple and Lego going to customs and requesting this service. The problem is customs does not have the time nor training to properly identify these products.
No.
So in their battle to stop clones from China, rare legitimate Lego products are going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
Sad.
Mm-hmm. Too bad you can't dumpster dive around that customs office.
If it's like the TSA, it's probably goes up for auction in 6 months, as like a bulk bin.
How can they put up for something for auction that they didn't allow for sale?
I know, but the TSA, everything they confiscate goes up for auction later.
Oh, the TSA.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, the customs probably does the same thing. Here's everything we confiscated last year. Like a lost mail auction. Hey, here's all the lost mail.
I'm sure there's no theft by
No.
TSA agents. All TSA agents are honest and never will steal.
Contra Bricks Build Craze. Great video as always, guys. Talking on. Oh, this is that shop sign, and most shops have to send them back or throw them in the trash bin. Yeah, that's when we were talking about those display pieces and stuff. To give me ask Kmart to give me 3 big Lego Master Plastic signs from the Lego. I managed to get them one right guy. The one right guy was working, was happy to get them, and they went straight into the Lego City room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you know somebody, I need to ask some of the guys, some of my vendors who work at Target, if they know the Target managers, so I could get those Target just out the trash.
Yeah.
Or tell me when to go dumpster diving.
Yeah. Hey, we're getting ready to put this in the trash. Okay, I'll be right there.
Actually, they probably have a compactor like us.
Probably.
There's no way to get into it.
Well, there was a Lego store. I think it was in Chicago, but apparently the person that worked there had a lot of people they knew, and it's hey, I'm going to the dumpster, which is an open top or whatever, and some of that stuff just didn't get made quite into the
well, there you go.
I told y'all previously about the guy who sent me the picture where he got the brick from the store.
You did. Yeah. Whatever happened to that?
I think what was he? Was he in Texas? But yeah, he just sent me a picture of it in the back of his truck.
Right.
You showed the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I said if you don't get it, let me know. I'll try to get it.
No, he got it for him.
I know, but he didn't. But
yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I was like, dang it.
Yeah.
So there you go. The today's secret challenge word is dumpster dive.
Dumpster dive.
Tell us a dumpster diving story.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. I got a few. How much time you got?
Sounds like members video for you.
Gibson Star Wars collector. Awesome. We can see you. Thank you. We can. Killer Tachikawa. Have you tried rebooting Susan Wojcicki?
Oh, look, I got a new member.
Brian's Bricks, great show, TJ Hooker. Battery powered brick. Starting to wonder if my comment didn't go through at all, or if it got caught in the filter for using the H word.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I turned all his on. Some of his I think had a period between two words, and
yeah, I had somebody like it wasn't a nasty comment, but they were complaining like, where did my comment go? And I'm like, dude,
yeah,
I've got comment filters. Only you know where your comment went.
Yeah.
All right, so I've got 3 comments left, and there's one missing. There's no comment from Mayo.
Oh no!
What?
We better check it. Is he alive?
I
hope.
I hope.
Actually, I haven't
Man,
got a comment from him in a while.
Well, maybe he's busy.
Even he's a member too.
uh-oh. Maybe he's just tied up in school.
I mean, he's college age, right? Is he at
Yeah.
school?
Might be vacation time. I don't
Might
know.
be,
Yeah.
yeah. We miss you, Mayo.
Yeah. August is like when a lot of people go on vacation in other countries.
Yeah.
Beats breaks and bricks DJ hooker. I don't know if that was being funny or if that was a mistype or and then pixelated dreams. I can shed some light.
Oh, you already read that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is the one. Maybe he did it again.
Oh.
5 days ago. 5 days ago. Yeah, he must have like.
It might have double posted.
Sometimes I do that. I'll post a comment and it doesn't show up, and then I'll do it again, and then they're both there.
Yeah. I've seen you have several or a couple comments at a
That's
time.
why, because I do it, and it's like.
I did find out today that when you sign up for members, that only post you make after you're a member get the little member icon next to them.
So the ones before don't.
Mm-mm.
So I put a video up. It's in my members section, and it's just a little outtake video. It's just something I didn't use in the video, but it's in the members section. But I didn't think it would show up, but it did show up. But I never made a post for it but I scheduled a post. You can schedule a post. I didn't know
you have to actively look for it.
You do, yes. Yeah, you have to go to the members section and then look. Yes,
because they don't post it to like the. And it's for me. I'm always subscription feed first, and then the YouTube recommendations is last resort. So most people, it's the other way around. They just whatever the homepage is, that's what they look at.
Right. Yeah. And I'm bad at that too, but I have to go back and look at my.
And I like things being in chronological order.
Well,
that helps me figure out things I've missed.
Yeah. I think out of the membership thing, the thing that I'm going to mess up the most is in my last little screen that comes up. It has the suggested videos and stuff. I started to put the names of my members in there. Did 4 of them now, not counting me. It would be 5. So somebody just joined memberships. But since I don't necessarily chronologically release my videos, that members list is going to be different because so there'll be like 3 videos that are out right now, but when I add your name, you won't see them for like 4 videos.
Yeah.
So that's going to be.
I think that's a good thing to remind people of. I don't think anybody members. If somebody's willing to be a member, they shouldn't get upset if like you've pre-scheduled things and
but there's still going to be the people who like don't understand YouTube real well. So especially if they're not.
I think you and I think a lot alike in this regard. We're more worried about what we're going to do wrong with it than what we can do good with it.
Right.
Well, it's the old what do you say? Overpromise, underperform.
Yeah. Well, I promised literally nothing, and when it's cheap,
that's what I should have done. I should have promised nothing. Just like this is what you get. But at least I've given all of the members early access to videos.
Yeah. Yes. And so as a member, and don't take this wrong as against you, because this is how the membership thing works. So your videos pop in my membership feed, or you do so I get the early notification, and then later I get the video. So then it's like,
you get two notifications.
Well, if it goes public, then I'll get it out of my subscription. Maybe it's because I see it twice.
Well, see, that's I just want those comments that members leave to still be on the actual video.
Right. And I think they are,
They are. That kind of makes sense because he's giving you early access, so you're getting basically an alert that, hey, he just published a video. And then if it's 2 days later or a day later and it goes public, you're getting another alert. in your
Yes.
subscription feed. Well, you may have not seen it just because you had early access. So it's
There is one problem for me in that the video thumbnail that you get as a member will be different possibly than when I publish it publicly.
Are you doing that or
No, I just haven't. Yeah, I uploaded the video and I posted it to members. I didn't work on title, tag, descriptions,
I see.
thumbnails. Those are things that most people probably do first, and then they think about uploading it. But I usually think of, yeah.
Based on your recommendations, I'm now trying to actively think about a thumbnail while I'm doing the video.
Yeah.
So thumbnail. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You got to remember to find it.
Then you got to find it. Yeah.
So what we used to do, and I've kind of gotten slack with it, but when we would, especially when Jacob would be with me, that would be the first thing we would do. Is thumbnail. But like if you're building a set, you got to think later in the video, probably.
Well, because that's a lot of my Wednesday show and tell videos are that way, right? I want a picture of the set, and I got to wait until I've done the build.
Yeah.
Right. Of course, I could do it if it's a set that I took apart to put back in the bag. That never happens. Just so we can do a speed build on it.
Do you put them all? You take them all apart after you do your little video?
It depends. No, I used to. That's what happened to the space cabinet. They were getting filled up because I just keep building them and put them in there. So now it's like, okay, I haven't filmed it yet, or did I? Maybe I did. But yeah, the space cabinet is like a third of what it used to be. I just went with those first few years.
Well, that's right. So like the ones you're doing, what is it? The Spiral? What is
the Spirus one? Yeah, they're all right now. They're all built and they're sitting on a shelf until I get them all down and done. Because I'm actually waiting on some parts to finish one of them up.
And then you'll take them apart and.
I don't know. I mean, they're kind of cool. They'll sit there for a while, but yeah, eventually they're going to have, just like the space cabinet, they're going to come apart. I mean, the other thing I'm working on is the Lone Ranger stuff. I'm trying to get all those. I had them all boxed. Now I don't. I'm trying to fill it because they melted into the layout.
Yeah.
Do you still have all those tubs underneath your city?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know you want me to do videos on what's under there.
Well, I was just. Do you go in and out of that, or is it just?
No, that's like long term. That's things that have gotten. It's either things that are investment, or it's just stuff that.
Yeah, I want you to go through that. I like looking at that stuff.
What's the most valuable thing that you forgot you had? That would be interesting.
Oh.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to figure that out.
That you forgot you had.
Yeah. Well, maybe when I start going through the tubs.
So it's not the most valuable thing. I don't want to. It's not going to be a long story, but I thought I had gotten rid of but sold all of my DeLoreans, except for Jacob's copy and my copy. But then I found more. So,
more.
Remember how many I bought?
When you say that, are those
the air? They're probably the ones with the air tile. The original Lego idea of DeLorean.
Mm-hmm.
So what are those? What do those go for now? Are they like through the roof?
No, I really thought those would go up more, but maybe
a lot of people thought that. I think it was because of a lot of people were high on that set when it came out. I can remember, looking at some investment videos, and they had shelves full of them, and they were just disappointed because. Maybe that's why they haven't done so good, because there's still so many available.
I think they did make a lot of them. And I remember, though, when they first came out, people were mad because they sold out so quick, but then they pumped out a bunch more. I'll tell you another one that I thought would have done better was that Minecraft Lego Idea set.
Oh, the very first one? The very first Minecraft set that did? Yeah. It's not very valuable now? What's a bunch of basic bricks?
It's all basic elements, yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to be a Minecraft collector.
Yeah, and I think even sealed in the box, it's not really.
That's the other thing we take it. Star Wars is going to do good because there's so many Star Wars collectors. You get a crossover. It's like people who collect Coca-Cola. People who collect Coca-Cola memorabilia will collect anything that has Coca-Cola written on it Doesn't matter what it is. And I think there's a lot of Star Wars people. I think Star Wars has brought along a lot of Lego collectors just because they were interested in Star Wars and then they got into Lego. People like me, I don't have I like the minifigures and stuff. I kind of stay pretty true to that collection, but I don't have.
So what do you? Yeah,
the DeLorean's going up a little bit.
Has it?
It's going up. You can sell it for $200 now.
Seal? That's pretty good. So what are you collecting now, Joey? That's something you buy new in the theme. Because at one point you were trying to collect. You'd get a theme and you wanted to complete the theme.
There's not a new theme right now that I'm really
that's ongoing that you're buying.
Right. No, other than I've kind of gone back to the CMFs. That's the one of the last big themes that I'm really kind of collecting. So I don't know. I even started on the new Mickey Mouse stuff, and I kind of lost interest in it.
I can't. I wanted to collect all of those because I had a lot of the original, the older stuff, the Fabuland style Mickey stuff that they did. Yeah. And then it's like I can't tell the sets apart. I can't remember when I go look at the store. I can't remember which ones I bought. So it's like,
right.
Maybe I'm not as interested in the theme as I thought I was.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, and
it's probably from being overwhelmed with so much stuff.
Well, and if you want to talk about the vintage stuff, I'm always into the space, so I'm always trying to catch the newer. So, like the Spirus is the one right now that I'm currently working on from a vintage standpoint. Now, after that, I don't know. It'll have to be one because everything else that I haven't. Classic Space is the one that and I've almost got everything in the classics in that first 3 years or whatever it was, the first few years. There's only one or two that, and they're European boxes that I don't have.
So you're getting everything with the box.
That I'm slowly trying to get all the boxes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So yellow Spaceman with a sticker on it. I had to order one from Europe from a guy.
Did you ask him before?
I did. Yeah. He's listed.
I didn't even know that they had a yellow one with sticker. I thought that was only the red and white.
It's a clear sticker.
Yeah.
It's a different, but yeah, and I don't know because that same set that came with a printed one too. So I'm not sure if it's the timing in the beginning or towards the end or or if it was regional, like some regions had stickers and some didn't. Maybe it was, I don't know.
What set is that? Or what year is that set?
It was a later, I don't have it.
So is it in the 80s, early 80s?
Yeah, I think so. Hang on, let me see if I can pull it up. Yellow. See, SP131S. Did I get it right? I got it right. Look at that. Okay, stickered torso pattern, one set. Set 6872. 6872. And I'll share the screen so we can see it. That one right there.
I had that set when I was
Xenon X-Craft.
When I was a kid, I had that set.
So 1985.
But I don't remember.
A sticker torso.
I don't remember mine having
I know.
A torso.
Well, it didn't always have a stickered torso. Sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't, and that's so. Yeah, again, I ordered. I did the video. I ordered it, and then I actually kind of panicked because all the comments I got on that were the same thing. Earl, I didn't say you started it, but you were one of them that said that didn't come with a sticker, did it? And then several other people jumped in and said, no, it didn't come with a sticker. And I'm like, did I mess up? Did it really? And it was like, yeah. And the seller that I was dealing with just didn't know, so I just said, never mind, it's my fault, and I walked away. Right? It wasn't worth trying to convince somebody else. And then, like I said, I thought I was wrong at that point. And then, so I finally went to a European seller, and he's like, "No, I got it because
when one of the items in the set on Bricklink is a sticker sheet."
Right. Yes. Well, and then the guy said that the sticker on it is, he said it's out of center. I said, perfect. I know that it's right there.
Yeah. It was brand new, pristine mint.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a reproduction.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, it's been over an hour and a half. You want to get us out of here, Jabbo?
I will. I'll be more than happy to get us out of here because
we both got to get up and go to work. I know.
All three
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you enjoyed this episode of the AFoOL podcast, be sure to join BrickTrains memberships where you can get exactly what you've already been getting. Check out Mardigrasman23. I'm BrickTsar. I occasionally be found in a dumpster diving. Is Lego making too much stuff? Let us know by subscribing to all of us.
Mhm.
And we'll see you in a couple of weeks in another AFoOL podcast.
Later.